What up, everyone? Happy Monday. Um, I was gonna make this video last night at the weekly close, but I was too busy, so I'll do it this morning, and then tomorrow I'll give you guys an update on the whole business situation. So let me get right into it. So the S&P 500 is gapping above the 200-day moving average finally, as well as the QQQ. So the Nasdaq. Um, Breadth has been amazing. We've had breadth thrust. Um, so that's a powerful signal and should mean a blow off top in stocks happening anywhere from, I want to say, July to October is my expected top. We'll see what happens there, but I do believe new highs are coming, and then we could go as high as 63 to 6,500, something like that. Obviously, as long as the data is good, I'll reassess my targets later. We could push to 7,000, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll keep it one step at a time. So we had this inverted head and shoulders. We had a small dip last week early, flagged, chilled here. Then we got the China news over the weekend that the US has cut tariffs from 145% to 30%, and then China has cut the tariffs from 125% to 10% on the US. So they came to the negotiation table. Tensions are easing, and a lot looks good on that front. So we broke out and finally got our first higher high, which means that the trend has shifted. All dips should be bought, and I don't see us dipping under 5,600 for the foreseeable future. I think we're in a great spot, and I wouldn't chase this market up almost 3% on the day, but it's not a new day to open positions here. But nevertheless, the market looks good for the midterm and long term for now, and the short term as well. So, yeah, everything looks good here. We have the QQQ also very, very good. Also a new higher high on the daily, and trend has shifted here. So everything is bullish on the larger time frames. Now, as for Bitcoin, we could see it dipping today. Um, it led the market higher, and now it looks like it's topping on the short term and could lead the market back down. This is a leading indicator, so maybe later this week we get a dip. Maybe this is just money rotating from Bitcoin to stocks, or we probably could get a pullback back to like 100K before we keep shrugging higher. So nothing bearish on the mid to long term. Everything looks very amazing here on Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. And I'll get into crypto actually. So Ethereum, man, what a bottom! And we completely broke out off of every resistance we had on the weekly here. Bottoming tail. Then we had a relaxing week here, basically an inside week. Then a move higher, another relaxed week, and then last week we like just rocketed. So I do believe we'll see ETH back to 35 to $4,000 very soon, and then if that breaks, probably raise targets to like 7,000 USD on Ethereum, because this has been chilling for, yeah, this be a like 4-year breakout. So I wouldn't want to fade that. And if Ethereum breaks out over 35 to 4,000, then altcoins will go super crazy. Look at these charts on the altcoins. So others is not looking too amazing, but yeah, alts have a lot of room to still run. This is just getting started. Um, we're almost back to high on the total market cap for crypto, but the most important chart in all of crypto is the ETH BTC chart, which looks amazing. We finally broke out from basically, uh, yeah, 6 months downtrend, but overall we're still in a downtrend from 2022. So if we break if we break out over that, we will see altcoins go crazy. Talking about like you'll start seeing 50% days on altcoins for a few days. So we'll see what happens there. This looks amazing. Strong breakout with volume, and the bigger breakout will be over 0.04 on the ratio. As for the VIX went to 60, top there, and has just been dropping ever since. Now, at 19, I would be a little cautious on equities. It probably could rally up back to like 25, stall a bit, and then keep dropping down to the normal. But with the Trump market, you never know what happens. So I wouldn't think we get the Biden normal here, like it chilling in the mid-teens, but we'll see what happens there. Now, I want to get into the stock market leaders and what has held up the best, which Bitcoin has held up the best. So anything Bitcoin related, such as IBIT, IBIT basically back to all-time highs. MSTR, another one that has just been super, super strong on the downtrend, double bottom, triple bottom here, then base made a higher high here, another higher high. So the trend is very, very good on MSTR. Now it's just chilling. Obviously BTC is red on the day. What's another one? Hood. Hood is another crypto stock. Basically a retail stock here. Almost back to all-time highs. Very, very good move on Hood. One that's been lagging but is outperforming heavy today and is brewing a major breakout here is Coin. This is a position that solely reflects not only on Bitcoin but basically altcoins. So in my opinion, altcoins and small caps will lead the next rally, and Coin should outperform the others, although it's been lagging as of late. But we finally got a small breakout here. Over 225 is our bigger breakout that could send it back to 300, and a new all-time high at 430 is what I think. By the way, speaking of small caps, I forgot to look at IWM. IWM is on the verge of a major, major breakout from a downtrend. It's been like 6, 7 months. So, like I said, small caps will be a big leader in this next rally up because we've got rate cuts, QT ending, tax cuts, and that'll fuel small caps and just risk on sentiment. So once this breaks out, um, we'll see even bigger days on crypto, on small caps, coin, miners, and all that. So keep an eye on the small caps. Uber is one that I have a position in as well. Literally back at all-time highs, and I think a break over 85 to 87 and holding sees 100 to 120 on Uber pretty soon. I think it'll happen pretty fast. So Uber has been a good leader. Palantir is another one that I have a major position in from the 20s. I sold off a lot of it between 105 and 125, so I only have 1/4 of my position left, or yeah, 1/4. Uh, this is also back to all-time high. Cup handle, I wouldn't be surprised if it's back at 150. Not back to 150. It makes a new all-time high and reaches 150 on Palantir. Another one is CrowdStrike. So the cybersecurity sector has held up very, very well on the market downturn, literally back to all-time high. You know, all the stocks that regained the 200-day moving average before the indices, which we have today, those ones are the bigger leaders. The ones that are sitting basically back to all-time high. The indices need another like 5% to reach highs. So it's just flagging over here, but this has been a huge leader. HIMS is another one. HIMS rallied 20, yeah, over 100% in basically like 3, 4 weeks. So HIMS, a huge cup, probably forms a handle and then goes maybe once it breaks to 72, maybe to 100, 90 to 100. Netflix, oh, Netflix is another stock that was way past its previous all-time high. The strongest leader in, if you want to say in the Max 7, but high big tech. Uh, Netflix has been amazing, amazing earnings, uh, not affected by tariffs, and it shows. Netflix has been a huge, huge leader on this leg up. Spotify is another one, new all-time high and held up strong on the downtrend. Duolingo is another one, yeah, way past its previous all-time high and it's just shrugging higher little by little. And yeah, Duolingo has been strong. Now, another stock that can benefit, other stocks that can benefit off this China news is Apple. It's up 5% today. Obviously, not as strong as the other tech. Apple looks amazing. Tesla is my favorite stock. I have a huge, huge position in Tesla, leader in the Max 7 in my opinion, and will be the leader on this next leg up in the market and fuel QQQ probably to like 580, I want to say. So Tesla, my target is 600. I want to say by the end of the year, but I think it'll happen sometime this summer. I know, call me crazy, but Tesla moves really, really quick. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Tesla, once it's ready, it just keeps on moving and it doesn't let you enter. What's another one? AMD has been one of the leaders as of late. I know it's been underperforming for like over a year, but it's been decent as of late. Broadcom, Avigo, another one of the strongest semis with Nvidia lagging a little, but over this, Nvidia probably goes like 135, 140. So Nvidia is still one of the leaders in the markets, just not the leader in my opinion. Amazon is another one, another higher high, and has been terrific as of late with this China news, should benefit it. So yeah, overall, I wouldn't open any new positions in the market. Wait for it to reset, flag, and then you could enter. But overall, the market looks amazing, and I do think we keep shrugging higher. Have a very nice summer. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to join a community of like-minded individuals, there's a free trading Discord. Link is in the description below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.